Let's get it.
What's up, everybody? Encyclopedia Hip Hop Podcast. This is me, Eclectic. I'm here with Kyle.
What up? What up? What's good?
I'm gonna tell you what's good. Well, I'm gonna tell you what happened, Kyle. Listen, everyone that's listening right now, don't judge me. I am known to only listen to certain eras and certain years of music, so it takes me a while to get around to the things. So I don't want your little judgment ears, your little judgment Twitter fingers. And I want none of that from you either, Mr. Kyle.
Oh no, I'm sitting over here chilling.
Believe it or not, 2 days ago, I heard Monster for the first time.
Oh wow!
hey, I heard Judgment.
I heard 15 years late.
I heard Judgment. I don't need any of that.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was, I was messing around, and I don't know what happened, but it came on.
Mm-hmm.
Or I was scrolling, I was like, you know what? Everyone tells me that this song is the song. It was the song of the summer when it came out. It was the song of the song. And I never listened to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I listened to it. And I have thoughts. Here's the thing. One, Kanye West had the best verse on that song. Two, that Nicki Minaj verse was ass. I went in this thinking, oh, this is the song that made everybody say Nicki was super dope. I can't wait to hear this verse. So I'm listening to Kanye and I'm like, huh, that's old Kanye.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, this is pretty good. And then old boy got on.
Right.
Sean.
Right.
What's he doing? What was that? What style was that? It was like he was doing like Kanye style, but had a stroke in the middle of it.
I'm telling you, man, that dude, he is literally been hit or miss, man.
That was a miss. He probably had the worst verse on it, but I was ready. I was ready for the Nick because, pulling the curtain back, I'm a Nicki fan. I love Chun-Li. I've been on, but I'm listening to this verse like, oh, so then she gonna stop that and then get into it, but she didn't stop that and get into it. She kept on with that.
Yeah.
So tell me, as one of the people who told me that Monster was the verse, what did you like about that verse?
It wasn't so much of what I liked about the verse. I think you have to kind of put yourself in a time capsule.
Okay.
At that particular time, no women at that particular time there wasn't really a lot of women rapping, and they weren't being featured with these type of heavy hitters. I mean, she's on, this song with Jay-Z and Kanye. And so I think her verse, because at least for me, prior to Nicki coming out, like I had heard her on a couple of mixtapes, and I heard that, she was down with Wayne, and the stuff that I heard on the mixtapes was pretty dope. Like she could spit, like,
right.
And she didn't appear that, or at least to sound like anybody was writing for her or anything like that. When challenged or when with other MCs, she appeared, at least to me, to be able to step her bars up. But I also heard her on songs where she just kind of dumbed it down, and it was, talking about her body and all stuff like that. But on this particular verse, I just thought it was probably the hottest thing out, and that's what made it what it was. But when you go back and listen to it, you're like, it wasn't like it didn't blow me away. And even like now, if it comes on, I might listen to it, but it doesn't blow me away. Now, when it came out, because how all the hype and everything that was around her, that's what kind of sold it for people. And that's why, and I think people really they bought into the hype. You know, they didn't listen to Chuck and Flake. They bought into the hype, myself included, because that song, honestly, I don't think it aged. Their rhymes didn't age well, and you know, Kanye's verse was pretty decent. Her verse was alright. Jay's verse, you know, needed a lot of work. But you know, when you go back and look at it, it's like, but if you transport yourself into the day or the subsequent days after it dropped, man, the internet was going crazy.
Yeah, no, I remember, and I think that's part of the reason why I never listened to it, because people was like, "Oh my God, this and this," and I was like, I already don't want to listen to Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
Kanye wasn't what Kanye was to me, and then I'm like, well, Nicki, all right, well, whatever, and so I wasn't going out of my way to listen to the shit. So, when I finally heard it, I was expecting like the "I Shot Your Remix" Foxy verse, or AZ on "Life's a Bitch." I was like, I can't wait. I thought it was about to be Nas on "Eye for an Eye," and it was
nothing could be further.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't that. So listen, if I listen to it with 2015 ears, then maybe
you'll enjoy it.
Then maybe, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that being the reason, because a lot of times I tell people to listen to, you know, Dougie Fresh. I'm like, you gotta listen to it with 88 ears, though. You can't, you know, you might not like it like that. So, all right, I was just I wanted to shine some light on myself for being old as fuck and took this long to listen to this song.
Yeah.
And two, I wanted some understanding of why people thought that verse, because that is the verse that people go to.
Yes.
I was like, yo, Nicki Minaj, like, nah, the Monster verse. I'm like, I know what dope verses are. And so it was just a little bit crazy to me. But anyway, I appreciate you enlightening me. I got old ears. So everybody, thank you for listening. It was just a quick joint. Until next time, hip hop. Yeah.